Show him that we can win too. Play Jaden when he at full power. Hit him with the mass change. Yeah, I'm the lawyer. Greg is the devour. Heroes, now it's our turn to show you that. Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. Alright, so this a matchup right here. This is me against the firefighters. And yeah, I think I told y'all that I ended up losing to this deck, and it wasn't because I didn't know what the deck did. It's just that my deck is not very well built at this time, and yeah, it caused some troubles and complications. I thought that like one of the better things about this deck was, you know, being able to main deck the hand traps and stuff, but I'm actually gonna have to probably change up my hand trap lineup, because one of the hand traps that I think like this game one, I actually opened up like double Nibiru, but it didn't help me against this deck. So I'm gonna have to definitely change up my my hand trap lineup. You know, I don't know. Well, I can't say that running double Nibiru is bad. It just ended up being bad in this case, which I'm not sure why. I think I should. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I have? Is this the game where I had double Nibiru? Maybe it's not. Maybe this is not the game where I had double Nibiru. Oh no, that was against the Labyrinth deck. Nah, it was a Labyrinth deck that I played against that I had double Nibiru. All right, so yeah. So this game, like for some reason, I just didn't open up any hand traps. Otherwise, you know, I would have hit one of these things or tried to do something with it. This is like that crazy deck where like I think if they find a water hose, then they're like doing really good with their spells and traps. They got like a reborn, a pop, and just like all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's another one of those decks where they're supposed to, you know, where it's our turn instead of just your turn, which is kind of unfortunate because like I want to play a Yugioh on my turn, not you play Yugioh on your turn and my turn. But it is what it is. As you can see, he pretty much like drew, you know, everything that he wanted to draw. Well, maybe he was missing like one card or so, because I did see like at one point where they had like the 4 back rows and like a water hose on the board and Appaloosa with like 4 negates, which was like pretty cool. Like, how in the world did you even do that? So basically right now he found a water hose and all his cards have like these extra crazy effects, and I have to try to play through that along with, you know, probably a unicorn thing or something. Start off with a hero lives. He's got hand traps as well, so I get ashed right there. But we got a hero lives. Fortunately, we're gonna, you know, sometimes you just draw them into like, I'm gonna have to like, I wish I could do something about that, y'all. I'm so sorry that there's a glare and it's always like right there because you can't see my extra deck sleeves either. But yeah, that is definitely a Stratos. I'm going to activate my Stratos' effect. Oh, and let me tell y'all. All right, so one of the traps that he has down there is like, it's a negate. So the whole time I'm playing, I'm trying to play around that negate card, and like it caused me to make some really sloppy plays because I knew it was there. And I don't know, just for some reason, like I just feel like I play like really sloppily, being so worried about it. And it's just like he almost like casually just never activated it. So yeah. Oh, I also saw him do another thing where like I have to be careful with my monster with the IP, using my monster to make the goddess of the underworld. Yeah, so it's like it's just like so much going on there. So there goes the solid soldier coming down. I am putting solid soldier in this build and did not have a monster to bring him out, you know, to special summon with him. But I got it because I thought that I was going to mass change there, but I just didn't. I don't know. Like I was playing, did I? It does look like, oh no, I have Crosskeeper and stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna link summon into a Soul Day. And yeah, this is like kind of like the whole time I was just waiting for him to make plays. Although you see, he's got all these monsters out there. He's got a water hose out there. He can use my monster to make a goddamn goddess of the underworld, and yeah, it was just like pretty crazy. So when a Soul Day add the draw hand there, we're gonna go ahead and use a Soul Day second effect. We're going to send the Divine Sword, which I definitely probably should not have did. We're gonna go ahead and special summon the Fire Flint Lady. So in this initial build, for some reason, like there was no Renard off in there, I don't think, which is why you see me special summon the Fire Flint Lady there. But yeah, there were like a lot of mistakes made in the deck building process of this deck right here. So then we go ahead and go into the Unicorn. We're gonna discard the Destiny Hero draw hand, and there goes the negate that I've been waiting for him to do. That's gonna go ahead and come down there, and now just trying to decide where to go from there, because it's just kind of like you knew it was there like the whole time. I was just kind of expecting it, waiting it to happen. But this was the thing that also kind of like messed me up. Like I really think like I should have went. Did I have, what is the other card in my hand? I know there's Crosskeeper, and I keep stopping with the Crosskeeper in front, so I can't tell what the heck my other card is. And it's like going too fast because I had the sped up video. So now he's got the rescue thing. I try to special summon my draw hand during the standby phase, and he's going to go ahead and Monster Reborn it to his side of the board with a quick play. So now I can't make my Dark Law with my mass change. I think I must have drew Nib for turn, because that's definitely a Nib inside of my hand. And he's going to go ahead and link using my monster and his couple of his monsters to go ahead and go into Boral Sword Dragon. So my draw hand's gonna go ahead and get banished there. Like I wish I knew if I had drawn that. No, I couldn't. There's no way I had Nib in my hand and I didn't use it. So yeah, we're gonna hope that I'm a good player and I didn't just like do that. But anyway, that's game one. I just like the deck is built pretty bad. Like I tried to build it kind of like my what is it, like my Dark Law Turbo, like what did I call it, my Dynamic Duo deck with Babushka Dark Law, which is why the Solid Soldiers off inside of there. But like the Solid Soldier just like underperformed the whole time. Like I really thought I wanted to just be able to have the option, you know, with draw hand to be able to make Dark Law. But after playing in the tournament with the deck, I was just like, maybe that's not exactly the right way to go, because it just never really worked out in my favor. There was just like too many times where I just drew like double Solid Soldier, and I was just like, all right, this is not good. So we're gonna change it up some for this next upcoming week. And actually this game I ended up going first. I bricked completely and my opponent goes like, that was a really bad attempt at showing my hand right there. But yeah, it was pretty bad. And my opponent summons a fire statue on me. Fortunately for me, he didn't really have much of anything going on with him, but I did actually draw like a playable card now. So we're gonna go ahead and normal summon out the Shadow Mist, which is not strong enough. Well, it can crash into the barrier statue, but that's really not what I want to do. But we're gonna go ahead and activate the, what is that, the Durandal equip card. We're gonna equip it, and what did I do? I attempted to do this like against another deck later, all this stuff, to it ended up getting like Book of Eclipse chained to me. I was like, God dang. But yeah, then we got the end shuffle there. I'm gonna have to put the Shadow Mist back to go ahead and special summon out the Blaze Man. I know y'all were thinking like, what is he gonna special summon with this barrier statue out there? But yeah, we do got the Blaze Man. But you know what's unfortunate about this hand? I already drew the poly list. Like my hands with this deck was just like, it was just kind of bad and pretty unfortunate. So, but we do get the Blaze Man to attack over the barrier statue. So now we can special summon monsters that are not fire. We special summon out the Fire Flint Lady using her effect. We're going to use a Soul Days effect to go ahead and add the Destiny Hero draw hand, which I still think the draw hand, you know, is still pretty good inside of this deck because of the way draw hand works and how it helps me out and stuff. So, you know, that's probably going to stay. But like overall, like I really think the Solid Soldier is going to have to go. Like there are better ways, I think, to build and play this deck. So this initial test version didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to, and definitely like missing the Renaud was like a big fact, was like a big thing too. So we're going to go ahead and send the Divine Sword to special summon out our Fire Flint Lady. We're going to use the Polymerization that we already had in hand. We also drew the Vanilla Neo, so we're going to use the Vanilla Neos in the draw hand to go ahead and make our DPE. Then we're going to use the in shuffle, shuffling Vanilla Neos back into the deck to draw a card. We believe we drew Emergency Call there. And at this point, we have not used Fire Flint Lady's second effect to special summon a monster from our hand. So just checking on it to make sure that I can still do it. And, you know, the monster special summoned by her effect cannot be targeted by a card effect or anything like that. So we're going to tribute off the Fire Flint Lady, special summon out our Shadow Mist to go ahead and grab that mass change that you see right here. And now we're going to proceed to do some things here. And this is like another one of those cases where like my plays or my inboard should have been a whole lot better than what it ended up being. Like also I can't attack here, but like right here, because I have draw hand in the graveyard, I should, like, if I had the IP Masquerada inside of my extra deck, I could just link off a Soul Day and a Shadow Mist to go ahead and make IP. And yeah, I would have been perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use DPE in the end phase, but now as y'all can see, I have like this worthless a Soul Day and Shadow Mist out there on the board that I just really don't need, because that could have been IP into, you know, unicorn play type here. So he activates the Feather Duster. We're gonna chain the mass change, go ahead and bring out our Dark Claw and add Stratos off of Shadow Mist effect, because he's like got so many back row right there back there. Rather just go ahead and pop them boys. Here comes the Monster Reborn card. He's gonna go ahead and what did that one do? I swore it let him special summon from, maybe it wasn't the Reborn card. I'm not sure exactly what they are, how they look at and stuff. So he's gonna go ahead and special summon. Maybe he special summon that one from his hand. So yeah, now we're looking at attack power to see how much attack and everything has, how much attack he's losing due to DPE. He's gonna try to crash into my DPE. I'm gonna pop the draw hand, pop his monster, and you know, still I think it makes the him tie with a Soul Day. So if he attacks into it, they both have to crash, I do believe. Or maybe it was still stronger than a Soul Day for some reason. Huh. I didn't think it was, but we're gonna summon the Stratos to pop both of his to pop his field spell, pop his back row, and we're pretty much gonna have the game from right there. So yeah, we opened up pretty bad, but we were able to get something going there and eventually like come out with the victory, because he wasn't able to OTK me. And yeah, the barrier statue did kind of mess up things a little bit, which I think is interesting. If this deck can like set four back row in with like a barrier statue and like this and Appaloosa, like it's gonna be, that's pretty crazy. Like I'm not sure like what a truly optimized, you know, fire rescue ace deck does, but you know, hopefully I get to play against it one day. The deck idea seems like really intriguing, so yeah, I would like to play against that one day. And going into game 3 here, of course my opponent is going to decide to go first so that he can set his plethora array of spells and trap rescue cards. And this seemed like against his deck I just never drew like I never drew hand traps like I really wanted to, but like I'm trying to think of like what hand traps I actually did like put off in here. Like I think, because I'm pretty sure I sided out the nibs. I am playing Imperm. Oh, I'm playing Imperm and Valor, and yeah, they just did not. I was playing like 9 hand traps in this deck, and it's only 40. I want to say it was 41 or 42 cards with 9 hand traps, which I'm probably gonna fix that ratio. Like I'm gonna change up the deck quite a bit. Like the Solid Soldier, like it was just not impressive to me at all. So I'm probably gonna end up taking that out. Like I'm not sure what in the world was happening right here. He was trying to show me something, or I was reading his cards or something like that. So yeah, actually like his turn was not very impressive at all. I'm gonna go ahead and Lightning Storm, getting rid of his only trap card right there, and proceed to go at my turn. We're going to go ahead and summon out the boy Stratos, and that is going to get Ash there. And for some reason, it allows him to activate this other card. I think maybe it's like if I activate a monster effect, it starts doing stuff. So, I'm starting to have like tournament flashbacks here. So he just starts deciding to play Yu-Gi-Oh on my turn. Is that the stupid fire hydrant? Is that the water hose that he has on the board? That first monster that he normal summon? All right. Oh man, I hope that's not that goddamn water hose. Because I don't remember exactly like what happened inside of this. So yeah, we summoned the Stratos. My boy got Ash. He started doing rescue fire ace things. We're gonna drop the Crosskeeper. Go ahead and special summon out that Spirit of Neos. We are going to use his effect since we didn't go first this game. Like, my thing is like kill the opponent. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that instant contact. And for some reason, I didn't go into Vanilla Neos there, which I'm assuming I must have a reason for it. But like with this deck, I can't think of what in the world that reason would be. Like, why wouldn't I go into my Vanilla Neos there? So we're gonna go ahead and use Soul Day's effect to add the draw hand. Then we're going to send for cost the Durandal to special summon out the Fire Flint Lady. I think y'all saw there. He thought he could ghost spell it, but since it sends for cost, it cannot be ghost spelled. We're gonna special summon out the Fire Flint Lady. And yeah, I think like I'm pretty sure I messed up off in here somewhere by not bringing out that Vanilla Neos, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that here in a minute. Like, I think like I actually have to start like when I get a little bit more used to playing the deck, I'm gonna have to think a little bit more about like, do I have the damage in order to kill my opponent? And I'm pretty sure I should have had the damage here in order to kill him, or I should have at least been like really, really close if I had actually had Renal like I'm supposed to. Like for some reason Renal just was not inside of my deck. Like I made so many play mistakes, so many like let's say pre-mistakes before. Oh, it's because the Vanilla Neos is in my hand. I drew it again. God dang it. That's the only thing about playing cards like that. Is just like you're gonna draw it like 95% of the time. He's gonna be like the new increase. So if you're not playing increase inside of your hero deck, like just pretend like the Vanilla Neos is increased, because he's just gonna like be there. As y'all see, this is like the second game that I like opened up with the Vanilla Neos in my hand. So that's why we didn't special summon it out with the Spirit of Neo. So we're gonna activate the instant contact there to bring out our Flame Wingman. We're gonna banish the Crosskeeper for cost, so he can't go spell that either. We're gonna draw 2 and put 1 back. We don't have the effect of the Flame Man because, like I said, the Vanilla Neos is inside of my hand, so he can't attack or do anything. But I'm just gonna I'm pretty sure here I just try to link climb in order to make a play. We got the Fire Flint Lady out there. I'm not sure what's inside of his. Well, I know he's got Ghost Bell in hand, but if there's other things he can do. So now I'm trying to calculate and see if I can kill him, which I think I should have been able to. I'm going to go ahead and use the Vanilla Neos, and I'm going to go ahead and use the draw hand to go ahead and make DPE. I am going to link together my Soul Day with my Fire Flint Lady, and I chose not to use Unicorn's effect there for some strange, odd reason, but we're going to banish that. And I did not read my cards. So this is where I lost the game, because I didn't read new cards. And yeah, so apparently like when this thing gets destroyed, or it lets him like destroy a card on the board. So I destroyed the cards in the wrong order, and it's just going to end up costing me this game. So since I pretty much going to lose the access code talker, I'm going to go ahead and chain DPE's effect to destroy the access code talker and destroy his monster. And that allow, yeah. So now I don't have enough damage in order to kill him. And somehow he ends up like coming back after that. And yeah, like when y'all play against these new cards, like read them. know what they do. I had like an interesting thing with a kid who like actually, like, I don't know, like if he didn't know exactly what his cards did, or if, you know, he was actually like trying to get me. But yeah, so there goes that ghost bell that he had been holding in his hand that I forgot completely about. Yeah, like my lack of dueling, you know, lately, or like, let me say, like this lack of hand traps that we have been spoiled by in the tournament era is like, it's come to an end. So prepare to face against, you know, hand traps. And yeah, like this is one of those situations where I was like honestly thinking about, like, I wanted to have like one random bubble man inside of my deck, and it like would have helped so much right here if I had that bubble man inside of my deck, which y'all see. Instead, I searched for solid soldier. But yeah, definitely gonna change up things with this deck a bit. I want to make it a little more hero heavy. Like, I do like having the fire flint ladies and different things like that. But the thing about like fire flint lady is that it is just like an extra body on board. Like when you plan the hero engine, it doesn't actually like contribute, you know, to an extra monster like being on board. Like, it's not like it's an extender, but it's not an extender in the sense that like some of these other newer cards are extenders, and that, you know, not only do they special summon themselves, but they also like do something else when they leave the board, or, you know, are able to put like an extra monster out there and everything. So I think I do want to try to incorporate Ferris in here. Yeah, just gonna change some things up and, you know, try to get like a better flow with the deck. So right there, you're gonna see he got to his big rescue ace monster. Now he's got those 4 set spell and trap cards, and yeah, this is like with only like 1 or 2 cards left inside of my hand, it's like pretty dang near impossible to be able to play through that. So normal summon out my solid soldier. We're going to go ahead and special summon out my shadow mist right there, and pretty much like, I don't really think there was like really too much I can do in this situation. I'm gonna decide not to use his effect to add the mass change, because I don't feel like it's gonna help me in this situation. And what I really need to do is I need his effect to add the hero from my deck to my hand. And I'm going to go ahead and use Shadow Mist effect as Chain Link 1, a Soul Day as Chain Link 2, and of course that's gonna get negated. And yeah, that's pretty much just gonna end it for me right there, because I really needed my Soul Days effect. I was gonna like use his effect to special summon out the Cross Keeper, and then Cross Keeper into my Spirit of Neos thing there. But yeah, it happened like that. I ended up losing to Rescue Ace due to me not reading cards. So my first tournament experience, I see that like there's a lot of things that I left out of my deck that I need to put into my deck and into my extra deck. A couple of cards that I feel like did not perform as well as I thought they would. And yeah, we're going to make some changes, and we're going to do much better with this deck next week. I appreciate everybody for staying to while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Messing with the masked hero, king of games. Mask off, now you see that a hero lives. I pay half and you ask, but I'm winning games. There ain't another hero that surpasses me.